bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city. Wait, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about
today from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Todd Gurley, the ball
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's what they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll try it now with Swift. He's going to get just a cover here with a marker on the field as well. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 68 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
To the left side here for Eifert. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that you list on? Because think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
He fires one, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Pass complete to Mike Williams. It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Number 21.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking the first.
Taken down.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now left side on the swing pass. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
complete to Martin.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
Play action now. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Rivers. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard
They
gain.
only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rivers again. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Saints 6. Falcons.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like the slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. McSorley sets to pass. And he whips that one incomplete there. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McSorley once more looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a touchdown.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Stephon Gilmore. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
So Stephon Gilmore, an All-Pro Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, had his first career pick 6 a season ago, and he delivers another one here. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him. They've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now McSorley. Got some room at the 30. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this into enemy territory. A big change change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made by...
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
From the 25 on 2nd down, McSorley, and he's going to keep it. Now the ball comes loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running. Football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
New Orleans.
Rivers on 1st down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 35 back to work on 2nd and 4. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rivers on the money, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. From the gun, Rivers. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
11 on the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Caught Eifert over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. To the air again here, Rivers. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 1st down, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've reached the intermission. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Falcons, nothing.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That is made complete over the middle. It's Ingram. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake, and the line of scrimmage got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He was brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's a score you to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
They're on 25-yard
out onto the field comes New Orleans. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Caught left side, Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
to Mike Williams.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram.
number 21, Mark.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Gurley again here on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
At the 28-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gurley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Anthony Sherman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Reserve line now for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They got a shot.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. On 3rd down, Rivers. Complete. That's Ingram. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
8-yard pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. First sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He dumps it down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means after run extra plays, harder to move it.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a bit.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Zay Jones, incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
One last shot now for Rivers. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Falcons, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11-1.